Hi, this is Eric Went and Joseph Matella, and
Hello.
this is our prehistoric man Neolithic age village that we're going to be presenting. So here we go.
Alright, right here is my pitfall trap. Basically, when you walk over the leaves, you will fall through. We have caught a couple pigs. You can either come down here and kill them with a sword, a stone sword, or you can use a bow and arrow from up top and shoot at them. There's also a ladder for us to get out after we collect the food. Let's just repair this real quick, and then we can get on to showing the next part of the village.
And these are just some modern homes. Well, not really
Yeah.
modern,
Well,
but
the most modern are made of clay.
yeah.
The wood are in the middle, and you'll see the earliest.
And you'll see these are made out of wood, straw, and other materials like dirt and stuff. This was built by George. Also, this was built by George. This one over here was built by Dan, and this was built by Joe.
The cooking fire right here in the middle is built by George. That includes the logs going around it for seats. Let's show them inside the wooden house.
Wait, hold on. Over here we have a clay building. This was made by Christian. Also, Christian made the map of this server so that we could do the project, so we have to give him credit
Yeah,
for that.
without him we wouldn't have been able to do anything.
As you can see, we're walking on roads made of gravel. The volcano was made by me and Dan. This was made by Dan. This shelter was made by Dan.
Alright, Eric, let's get on to the next part of the village. Let's get on to the storage. We'll talk from there about the wall art. Alright, so now this is where they have storage. In here, the villagers could get anything from food to tools and weapons. There's wall art at the back of this building. You'll notice that the wall art will be in every building. We'll explain that later when we get to it. This building was built by me and Eric. It's made out of clay with supports. They had to have supports to hold up the shape of the roof that they had in this building. Alright, Eric, let's get on to the clay homes over here built by George, I believe, and then these two are built by George. And then my early hill temple and shelter. Let's go to the shelter first.
So these are made out of like the earliest materials man could find, which is pretty much...
Yeah, just basically dirt and vines.
And yeah, the ground itself.
Yeah, inside it has a cooking fire and this one main room. If you go through the wall, you'll find other rooms, one at each end next to the... so on each of the sides that would be facing front, but they have no entrance to them except through the wall. There are beds, so this has two beds, so it could house maybe one family, a small family, or a large family, depending on where they're going, how much they're going to use. This is a temple I also built. I built the Early Hill Shelter and this temple. In here, there's a more major support, 2 fires instead of 1, and a bed here in case someone needs to sleep here in case their home got damaged or something. Also, it also has the around edging. If you go around, you'll notice that there are multiple fires. That is for multiple people being able to worship at the same time. Let's continue on to the next building, Eric.
Okay, so right here we have a home of the leaders and priests, the more wealthy people in the town.
This.
This was built by Joe, yes.
Inside, there are 2 major rooms, each one having a bed in its own fire. There's also the wall art, as I mentioned, will be in every building. There's a fire in the main room, and also in this room, you can notice that there's also cave art, wall art. We'll explain later when we get to it, as I said, and it is very important to this entire culture that we designed.
So right here we have a little oven where you put your coal in the bottom and you put your food that you want to cook in the top, and it should come out cooked like this cooked fish that I just made.
Or, well, wood. You can put wood inside also.
Also, over here, this is the clay drying station where they made clay to make buildings and other materials. And this was made by George.
Let's show them the sandstone cave home. This is a sandstone cave home that I built. Inside you'll find a chest and a bed in the front main room. Also, if you go down the hallway, there'll be other rooms, including one that will have the wall art. Eric, let's continue on to the other buildings.
Alright.
Because this takes too long to travel through. for the amount of time we have for the video. Alright, in front of it, there's this clay home right here. I built this. It's a more simple one. It just has two main supports and a bed, and it also has the wall art and some simple lighting. Yeah, so we'll explain this big statue right here later. There are going to be Alright, Eric, let's get back to the temple.
Yeah,
the major one right here.
We'll explain that statue later.
And there's also going to be one, as you can see, on the lake and there. Now, this is a temple that I built with the help of Eric and Dan. Make here, this is not a cross. These are not crosses. These are supposed to be shaped like humans. There are no round edges in Minecraft, so we cannot make it look any more realistic than that. Let's show them the more major inside of the temple. In here, there's water going around the entire thing except for the path down. Inside there are seats and a sacrificial fire. So yeah.
With the sacrificial cow.
Yeah. Alright, Eric, let's take them to the... How about we show them the lake real quick?
Yeah, this is my home, just to show you. I'm not going to get into detail, but there's tools in there for survival. So that's my house.
Also, Dan built this tool shelter right here, this tool house right here. It contains all the tools and weapons that someone could need to survive. Out on the lake is called Lake...
Hyla.
Yeah. There's a bridge right there, but we are just going to swim to get there quicker. This statue is one of the statues that we'll explain later. So that's a natural farm out in the center, and from it they gathered seeds to make the farm that you'll see later on over there next to that farmhouse. So let's take them to the farmhouse, Eric.
So there was no irrigation back then, so those crops grew naturally over time in the lake?
Wait, meeting hall first, Eric. Let's explain this.
So this is the meeting hall that people would go to decide things. Yeah, I guess they caught sheep. So these are the supports, and these are the benches that people would sit on. And when their leader was talking, he would stand right here. This also has the cave art.
We'll explain that later. This is built by me, Eric, and Dan.
I don't know why there's sheep up there.
Yeah. Alright, Eric, let's get on to the farm and the farm home.
So this is our little farm that we made. We used this tool called a hoe to till the soil so that you could plant crops. And as you can see, they grew into wheat and watermelon.
Also, right here is a farmhouse built by George, and this herding of animals, this was also built by George. Why don't we get on to the other houses over here?
Yeah.
With your temple. Let's go to the grave first. The grave is on the way.
Yeah, this is our little grave that we made, Joe, me, and George.
Yeah. In here they buried their dead. They were the first people to bury their dead, so they used sandstone to mark where the people were buried.
And they quarried sandstone from the desert.
Yeah, that is right there, right behind the village.
So right here, this is our Mother Earth temple. I made this. This shows what the cave art means. This is the sun goddess, the water goddess, earth goddess, and wind goddess.
They did not have signs with writing on them back then, but this was just to let you know which ones were which.
Yeah. So there was no writing back then, but we just did that. This
was made by Dan. This is a house built by Dan. Inside it's pretty simple. It has the fire.
Supports and pots to show that they cooked.
Yeah. Let's get on to the hunting dog kennel and the well. Let's go to the well first.
This is my little well that I made and with George, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get a bucket of water. We'll get a bucket and fill it up.
Yeah. In here I made a dog kennel where they would keep the dogs that they would use to go hunt animals. It's pretty self-explanatory. They'd collect the dogs they needed and go hunting.
So grab a dog, just like grab one dog.
Alright, let me open. Alright, here we go.
So Joe's gonna get a dog to come with him.
Here we go.
Because we can use this for hunting. We're gonna show you that later.
Yeah, we'll show you that when we find a stray animal walking around. Eric, why don't we get on to showing them George's house right here. Oh, cow. Let's try and show them the cow. What happens?
When we hit it.
One hit, and my dog should go after it now. And that is how they would hunt with that. And now I just collected some meat.
So this is George's house. Pretty self-explanatory. It has no supports because it's pretty small. So it's
And
just
it
got a
also has
fireplace.
a special shape that makes it so it won't need supports.
Yeah, it's made of clay and sandstone.
Let's get on to the more major temple. Oh wait, Eric, the water source. Right here it says water goes straight ahead if you follow the torch path. This is there for going to get water at night. I made this early water source. It's sort of like the well, but it was a naturally formed spring so that they could collect water whenever they needed it. Eric, let's get on to the major triangle temple.
So this is our temple made out of just regular stone. It's called the Temple of the Gods, made by me and Joe. And right here you can see all the goddesses, but there's one more goddess called the Fire Goddess. This was the goddess that created all the other ones and created the earth itself. And if you can see these torches on the bottom and top rows that are connected, it means that the heavens and the earth are connected and they can't survive without each other, because the only reason humans are alive is to serve the gods, and they wouldn't be alive without the gods.
Alright, Eric, let's get on to the trading post, and then we can get on to showing them the other village that we built as a trading village for this village.
Village.
Yeah. Oh, here's a pitfall trap that Eric made. Down, if you look down, you can see there are cows down there.
That trap.
From above, you can shoot arrows and kill them. And then you can go down the ladder on the side to go collect the meat.
I actually didn't put them there. They actually got themselves trapped, so you can see it worked. This was made by me and George.
And now all the cows are dead.
So we killed all the cows.
Yeah.
So this is our little trading area that me and George made, or not George, Joe. And
yeah. You'll notice there's a road that we'll explain that later.
This is basically just main survival tools, food.
Supplies, anything that the other village would need to trade for or would want to trade for. Let's take them to the other village along the road now. This road connects the two villages. If you follow it, which we are going to, we hope this will not take too long, but here we go. We're going to take a oh yeah, this road was built by me and Eric, and everything around it was built by us.
Hold on, I'm gonna ban him real quick.
Yeah, we don't want other people getting on, because that might interrupt the video, but here we go. Alright, now if you follow the road, everything along the road and on the road was built by me and Eric.
So as you can see,
the statues in the water.
Yeah, we're coming up on some stone brick statues. We got the brick from the clay drawing area.
Yeah. You will notice that these statues look similar, but are not exactly the same material, because these two villages believed in the same types of gods, but not exactly the same gods themselves in the way they looked.
And as you can see, we're coming up on an oasis.
Yeah, let's just cut through the desert now and show them the oasis.
Alright, we've got 2 minutes left. So this is pretty self-explanatory. There's sugarcane here, which you can farm to make sugar. This was made by Dan.
Yeah, if you read that sign, it shows that.
So let's get to this village real quick, because I want to show them the volcano soon.
Didn't you already show them that?
Not really.
Alright, here's another oasis made by Dan, and then here's the village. It's at the end of the road. It says village made by Eric, Joe, and Dan, or something like that.
Yeah.
It has our three names. We're going to just show them the temple and the houses. You will notice that all the houses are made out of sandstone. That is because that was the easiest to collect material, since they're in the middle of a desert.
And these are all houses except this building right here.
This is a temple made by Dan. He did this on his own. That's the shrine of the sun god and the water goddess. They are the two most important ones to these people, because water and sun equal survival, as you see up here.
And now I'm going to show you our little volcano that me and Dan made real quick.
Yeah, let's just hurry up and get over there.
So I'm showing you an overview of this entire place we made.
Yeah, let's just show them the overview of the village. Alright, do you know how to make it daytime so they can see everything properly?
No, not really.
Alright, then you'll just have to see the nighttime version of our village that we lit up with many torches.
So let me turn the render.
Right here's the volcano that Eric and Dan made.
So yeah, this took us at least like an hour and a half to build. We have lava pouring down in obsidian to show that the lava dried over time. So that's our little volcano.
Let's show them the waterfall real quick.
Alright,
and finish the video with that.
We got 10 seconds left. This is our little waterfall that we made, self-explanatory. This is what runs through all the rivers. So thanks for watching. This is our village. So, see ya.